Crit Damage Miniature Games, and welcome to the second of our casual unboxings.
Yes, the casual midnight releases.
Yeah, so super excited to bring you another unboxing, 40k related again. So we're knee deep in it at the moment. So today we'll be showing you through the Space Marine Primaris Repulsor. New dedicated transport for the Space Marines, and can transport Primaris Marines, which is most importantly. So, Dan, what do you reckon about the new thing?
Well, I bought one.
Yeah.
No, look, I'm loving it. I've seen the Primaris Marines doing quite well in the games.
Yep.
They're just a bit slow. Like, they've got the bigger movement, but there's still that. They're just got nothing to move them around.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yep.
This is, I see this, if you have a look at a lot of the Ultramarine stuff and people who are using those Marines, Primaris are becoming the new thing. People are making Primaris armies. You know what I mean? Like, they're making Primaris-based armies. Like,
totally their own chapters.
Yeah.
And, totally Primaris-based forces.
This is what I'm seeing as the new Land Raider. The stats are very similar.
Yep.
Firepower is very similar. Abilities are very similar. It's got a couple of new ones, which I'm sure we'll touch on.
Yep.
But machine spirit, power of the machine spirit, it's moving and shooting with no penalty.
Yep.
That tying in with, and this will come down in, you're going to see some individual videos on the codexes as we go through, but the Ultramarines, move and shoot in the same round after withdrawing.
Yes.
That's going to make stuff like this very...
Well, that's generic, because that thing's got the fly key web. So the fly can pull back and shoot regardless. So,
but with its
very flexible,
So now any units that charge it need to take 2 off their dice roll.
Yeah, and that's huge, guys. If you look at a lot of the times, deep strikers now need to be placed with more than 9 inches away. So to get a charge, you need to make that 9-inch charge almost.
Yeah.
-2 from a repulsor, that 9-inch charge goes to an 11-inch charge.
Yeah, with Overwatch as well.
Which Overwatch with ridiculous amounts of guns.
Onslaught Gatling cannon, a stubber, a las Talon, twin las cannons, a whole bunch of fucking rockets and everything else. There's a beeper moment. Bunch of rockets going out left, right and centre.
Rocket pod on the back.
Yeah, you got a stubber out the back as well.
Yeah.
You're going to see, you've got to weigh up the risk to rush it. It's also got 6 attacks on the melee.
Yeah.
So that's now making it a little bit formidable, and they've done that, I was reading, because of the repulsor technology.
Yes.
Troops coming in close, they're going to be pushed back, they're going to fight that urge a little bit. So they've made the fact it's a repulsor that little bit tougher on the charge. So now you've got to weigh up, and it's particular for the Templars.
Yep.
Grey Knights will be another one that need to look at it.
Yes.
Tyranids.
Pretty much anything that really
relies on the charging. Orcs are going to be
really, it will, and the amount of shots that it's putting out against your nids, your orcs, and all those ones that want to get in close combat with you, it's going to hurt too. So especially if you look at it and go, I've just done the orcs for their jump, the actual teleport. Now I have to make an 11-inch charge, as well as taking all this Overwatch. So you're looking at it and going, it's probably not even worth trying to charge in my big boys squad until next turn, which then gives this thing a chance to fly away and shoot anyway.
10-inch movement range.
Yeah.
10 inches. So very much simple, like I said, very much similar stats to that Land Raider. But even if it didn't have the fly, which the Land Raider doesn't, but power of the machine spirit, it's moving, it's not taking a penalty that 3+ hit.
Yeah.
So you're going to see something coming at you, it's going to fail the charge, you're going to, let's just say world lines up, it's going to fail that charge from 2 inches.
Yep.
You're then going to, sit there and Overwatch it with all that firepower, which is just ridiculous. You look at the instruction manual inside, which we will later, and you look at that stat box, and those weapons have just got everything going.
Yeah.
And then you just move away. 10 inches back again. Let's go again. Now you got to roll 10 for the charge, plus whatever you had, and then take away 2 from it. I think charging is going to be very, very hard.
Yeah, so I think in that respect, it's going to be a really, really mobile. In all honesty, it fits a dedicated transport role. That's what it is in the book. So you need to take a unit to be able to take it. But the good thing is it doesn't fill out any heavy support slots.
No.
This thing, I really think it's almost in between a Land Raider and a Predator. It's going to feel, this is going to be a multi-role vehicle, which is, you're going to be able to adapt on the fly almost.
So we're dropping, so and you've nailed it right there. So I'm looking at my army now. You guys have seen it on cam a few times. I generally run the Annihilator and the Land Raider at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at 8 las cannons. It's dropping me down to 6 las cannons and a las Talon. And losing 2 to get that ability to keep things alive. Not
and
too
a lot
fast.
more anti-horde too with
The onslaught cannon.
We've
seen it on the Dreadnought, the Redemptor Dreadnought, and we've seen one here. A couple of them on the battlefield. It's going to start chewing things up.
Yeah.
So we know GW. They love their Ultramarines. The Ultramarine fan club. Everything comes out with an Ultramarine on it. But we're seeing the typical loadouts now across this new Primaris range of the Redemptor. It does have the Dreadnought. It has the Hellblast, the overcharged Hellblast cannon on it.
Yep.
You know, this thing's got the las cannon in keeping with those Land Raider spirits.
Yep.
And you now got the onslaught as well. We're starting to see a fair bit of that.
Yeah.
So I'll be excited if they start looking down the Primaris air flyer range.
Yeah.
I think we'll see more onslaughts instead of assault bolts.
And see, like being a dedicated transport, you're thinking that it's always going to be carrying guys. In all honesty, I wouldn't put Reavers into this.
No.
Reavers, with their grav shoots and their grapnel launchers, they're mobile enough to get where they need to go.
Yeah.
What I think this one's going to be great for is your assault Hellblasters and your assault intercessor squads with your sergeant with the power swords.
Yes.
So just, they're durable enough, you chuck your 5, or the big one is the aggressors with their flamers and the
new
bolt
Centurions, more or less. Yeah.
Exactly.
Those things are... I haven't picked up one of those boxes yet because I'm finding my Centurions are still holding their form in my army.
Yeah.
I'm finding, though, they're looking more and more appealing every day.
The Boltstorm Gauntlets and the Flamestorm Gauntlets with the grenade launchers, getting these in to get it closer is just, I think, really good. And having then, I think because each will take up 2 spots, so you even have enough room for a captain in there too for rerolls.
Well, you can fit 10 Primaris Marines in it. So...
And each Gravis takes 2?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So,
but I agree. I think when we looked at the Reavers last week for that midnight release, I think you're completely right. The Deep Strike, the Grapple, they're very light, recon-y, versatile. I think this is designed like the Land Raider, bring those troops up to the battle. You chuck Primaris Marines out the front with their 6 inches, it's only moving 2, 4-inch difference. You've then got that buffer for a charge. You just move them up. And that range is getting smaller and smaller for these weapons and starting to get that assault in.
And it really gets your Primaris into your objectives to hold objectives because they're durable enough that once they get in the objective, and especially in cover, it's going to be incredibly hard to remove them. This thing just gets them up the board, and then this thing can start scooting back into your own lines and just giving you fire support.
Well,
so
36 inches. One of those labs. All day. Thank you very much.
It's not as good as a Land Raider with only a 3-up, so your melters are going to go straight through it. But I think for combat, going up, combat dropping, then retreating to give fire support, I think it's just going to be an amazing vehicle. So.
I think with 18 wounds though, that's heavily weighed out with the firepower it's got.
Yeah.
It's definitely a blitzkrieg type shock weapon.
Yeah.
Like looking at that there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 or 8 different weapon systems. If you're having good rolls with the Onslaught Heavy Cannon, you've got a squad that's nearly finished. I'll shoot that with that. Get your las cannons with that anti-vehicle, get a good spike, and you do 6 D6 wounds each turn. So I think the ability to suppress, it's got that APC feel about it. Pull in, drop, and suppress.
The only other thing that I could see potentially, and everything needs a little bit of a counter, is anti-aircraft weapons are going to have a field day with it.
They're going to be a lot easier to hit it as opposed to a flyer.
So your Stormhawk interceptors are going to be hitting it on 2s.
Yeah.
And all your other, like your Icarus Icarus arrays from your Onyx Dune crawlers. So it's got the fly keyword, so it's exactly like Tau battle suits, exactly like say Magnus the Red. While it's not a flyer, it has the fly keyword, so they get those bonuses against it. But I think, as you said, with the 18 wounds or whatever, 16, 18 wounds it has, it's durable enough to still get there and still be effective. So
I'm just liking, now that the Codex is out, I'm going to do up my new Ultramarine army. Potentially just had an offer to try something out on Sunday maybe. But I think with the Redemptor Dreadnought, this thing now, Hell Blasters, fucking everything else, we're starting to see a lot of firepower on the board for the Marines. Grey Knight Codex is coming out next week. That'll be an interesting one to have a look at.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the new units across the board. I know a lot of stats have changed for the other armies, but we can definitely see the Space Marines here are having a major boost.
Yeah, definitely.
So it'll be fun to see. I saw something glimpsed on Game Workshop Facebook page today about something potentially for the Tyranids. Something bigger coming out there. I don't know what. I didn't click on it, but it's going to be fun. There's going to be some onslaught here.
As the codex get rolled out, I think you're going to see a distinct evolution of the actual armies as well. So, Chaos Space Marines, for example, like they come out the same time as the Grey Knights. I'm very interested to see how, and a lot of people are upset that there's probably not many new models coming out, but just how far they're going to push it to be different from these guys as well.
The biggest thing I'm seeing is, and it's probably not such a. So I'm working on an Imperial Guard army now, as we discussed in the previous videos. Yep, a lot of troops. I've got 50 troops to paint up. They're all 1 wound each. Yeah, sweet. They're 1 wound each. They pluck off the board something chronic.
Yeah.
That's what I found against that battle rep we did.
Yes.
Where you were having to do 2 wounds to every one of my units, which gave me longer.
Yeah.
And now that I can have 10-man squads for 200 points of Primaris.
Yeah, they're going to be incredibly hard.
You're running 160 points for a Ranger squad or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I'm plucking you off at 1 wound each.
Yeah,
I think there's going to be, once these codex start rolling, definitely a balance.
Yeah, definitely.
I found quite easily it's quite weighed a little bit towards 1 wound, 2 wound troops on the ground. It's you think a squad's going to die of 5 in Primaris Marines and they don't.
No,
whereas
exactly.
they'll just wipe a squad out themselves.
Yeah.
So codexes, they're going to be exciting and they're going to be good to go.
Yeah.
This unboxing, graciously done by LGS, Mick at Realms of Magic and Miniatures, Realms in Townsville.
Yeah.
Mick, he's given this again at midnight to get this video rolled out.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday, we're up, he's up. So big shout out to them. Thank you very much.
Definitely.
For helping us out.
And guys, just remember too, if you're local and you are a patron of ours, you do get the 10% off at Realms too. That's another little gift and little working together that we've got with our LGS, which is really good to see.
Yeah.
So,
jump in and get your repulsor.
So we'll be back shortly, guys, and we'll crack the box open. All right, so we've cracked open the box now, and let's just have a look through these sprues, guys. So we'll start over here on the left, and so you can kind of see at the back there. That would be from the back of the repulsor, so you can see the combat doors, etc. And going through the sprues are really set out in a I wouldn't say weird manner, but they're very, very all over the shop.
They're not logical.
No. So whereas a lot of sprues before will have, okay, this is your bottom, this is your turret, and everything like that. These guys seem to be different parts spread across the different
there's the bottom, there's
different
the two
ones.
sides, there's the top, there's the back.
Yeah, so not that it's a bad thing. It's just it's going to take a little bit longer, obviously, to put together. So let's zoom in and have a bit of a look. So over here you can, as I said, the back of the doors there, the actual door hatch coming across. You've got the I guess it's the grav amps, etc.
Yeah, grav amps.
So we'll go with grav amps, just at the bottom.
Or for those of you who want to laugh, the actual repulsor part of the tank.
That's it, the grav repulsors. So, but you can kind of see, guys, very, very highly detailed. And you still got a lot of throwback. So you can kind of see the engines here, very, very reminiscent of the Predators and Rhinos. So you can kind of see that the repulsor was, kind of based on the STC, but sort of moved on with the different grav engines and everything as well. So more doors and coming across sort of lights, other embellishments, etc. So again, really, really high detail stuff. Coming across more of the body, you've got the side of the tank there. Again, front looks very, very similar to a Land Raider. You can kind of see the grooves, the internal grooves there, and then on the side you can kind of see that's where the grav amps come in. So it does throw back to the Space Marine vehicles, but it's different enough to be interesting almost,
So, like you said, you've nailed it.
It definitely has the body of a Land Raider happening there. For those of you who have built them, this side is very Land Raidery. This is where your dual las cannons would go for the Ultramarines.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But, like you said, no tracks.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
it's got that distinctive, the grab repulsor mechanism.
Yeah, so coming across, guys, more of that's the bottom of the vehicle, and coming across, you can kind of see the internals.
These are all your little grav pads.
Yep. And then the other side there. Now, this is probably the most interesting sprue, especially because you just got a ton of weapon options. So, starting on this side, you can kind of see all the different ammo boxes, the crew compartments, more embellishments, more ammo racks, turret rings. Across here, you start getting your onslaught Gatling cannons there.
Yes, your stubbers.
Yeah, so I think that stubber's the one for the back. I think it's the Icarus stubber that can go off the back instead of the rocket pod. So
yes.
Then it looks like
I think
you've
that's
got
the
Las
stubber for the
Talon.
back, actually. That would be the stubber for the back, I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's got the magazine.
Yes.
Whereas this one, it looks like it'd be embedded in the... Yes, and looking at the picture, the one with the little...
That's the one at the front of the hull. Yeah, so you got more heavy bolters, top of your turret, which in itself you can kind of see between this and the turret and down over here, there are an absolute bucket load of positions for the different weapons because, as I said, this thing is armed out the teeth. So, comms relays, your Icarus heavy stubber there, more of your turret coming across, more of your Las Talons, your turret hatches, more turret rings. And
The beast.
Yeah, the beast. The guy inside.
Tech Marine.
And he literally looks like he's got the armor over his abs there. So, but this guy's huge. So obviously it is a Primaris tank crewman or tech marine. And he fits the bill and he is scaled to size. So he is absolutely huge.
What I'm liking is, for those of you who know, you set up your Land Raiders and your bolters, you've got those two flexi arms already holding the pintle mount.
Yep.
Not here. As you can see, we've got individual arms now with the two triggers on it for that onslaught Gatling cannon. So I feel like they're going to just marry up a little bit better and be a little bit stronger, as opposed to if you knock it, it comes off from the weapon and the hand grip.
Yeah,
whereas
definitely.
now you're going to have that secured in by his arms.
And that also leads to the fact there that you can kind of, there's two different weapons I'm pretty sure you can magnetize.
I think magnets are going to be this thing's best friend.
Yeah, especially with the different weapons. But you can kind of see there, we'll zoom in, you got your Primaris gunner, so he's full helmet, and obviously a helmetless head as well, if you so wish. And this is just the other side of these Gatling cannons. So you can kind of see, that's my finger there, that this is how big these main weapons are. So this thing is literally the size of a Land Raider, so, but very, very cool.
Yeah, so you can have an onslaught Gatling cannon or an Iron Hail heavy stubber on the top there.
Well, there you go. So yeah, it gives you the options there with that pintle, with how those hands are held there. You can actually hold them together and probably magnetize the weapon options sitting in front of the gun, so you don't actually have to have the two separate ones.
It nearly makes me want to buy two just to have interchangeable
ones.
This is disgusting.
But yeah, so massive base, just like the Redemptor.
So we'll put that over there just to give it an idea. And
Let's
I'll
go.
grab the Redemptor base.
And just this thing's huge. So it's just, well, this thing's a little bit bigger than a Redemptor base. And we showed you how big the Redemptor was previously in relation to the normal Dreadnoughts there.
And we'll show you a built one before the end of the
And this thing's interesting as well. So it's got the, I'll try and get a thing there. So one side will clip into your repulsor and one side will clip into the base. So just keeps the tank off the base a little bit.
So you'll see on the back of this one, there's sort of, you see where my finger's catching?
Yep.
So that'll clip into these parts here. And
Yes.
keep it a couple mil off that.
Yep.
But if we just quickly break these off, because I'm going to clean them up anyway.
Yep.
This literally just
It's like a
clips
little
on.
spool, isn't it?
It is. And then you find the magic hole. There you go.
Yeah, right.
And
So
there
yeah,
is
so it sits in there like a flyer, but it's more of a round spool. So
just gives it that lift off the ground.
yeah, that's pretty cool. And normal sort of decals like we saw in the Redemptor there before. And then coming across, we'll just have a quick look at the instruction manual. Let's get this one out.
So once again, we're following that trend now of the new Primaris. Right, look at that. It's so gorgeous. Alright, so we've got our colour code again.
Yep.
So following the parts, there's our Repulsor grav platforms. And very much going together like a Land Raider. The base, obviously starting at the base.
It's a lot of parts too, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So this thing's going to probably take you a little bit longer to build than the normal standard vehicles. So.
Yeah, so, and you'll see that the intricate design when we flip the next page. But look, all the components of the body of the Land Raider itself look normal already.
Yep.
Very, very big, very sort of
you can't say the Repulsor's not a bloody chunky vehicle. So.
This is now where we start getting a little bit fiddly. So once you complete the main body, you get that frame up and running.
Yep.
We're now looking at all the little fiddly bits.
So all the steps and the
individual repulsor pads.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 there, 4 there, 2 there.
And the repulsor pads are in 2 parts themselves. So you 2 parts then onto the vehicle itself.
We've got all our turbines at the back and another set of repulsor pads.
Yeah, right.
And then as we come around to the next side, weapon loadouts.
So I'll zoom into the top one there. So you can kind of see the 2 twin las cannons, twin heavy bolters. And that there is an individual turret.
Yeah.
So you don't glue it so you can move it around. But that also means that you could probably, if you're not gluing it, you could take... stick magnets in the back of that and be able to take them in and out as well. So, pretty cool. And then coming down, kind of see the frag storm grenade launcher and storm bolters. And up here, again, frag storm bolters. And then you've got your 2 anti-aircraft guns. So, your Icarus Iron Hail heavy stubber or your Icarus rocket pods.
So when we're talking about it being targeted by flyers, it also gives it a bit of a threat to flyers as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's an all-terrain, all-purpose vehicle, isn't it? And then this is where we get intricate.
Yeah, these turrets are really massive. So you got your Gatling cannons, your las talons, and then kind of see where all your different parts. Now, all these are optional parts, guys. If you want to have a clear stock turret without the comms relays, without the ammo pads, you can do that. Your auto launchers here have options to have open or closed doors or a mixture of both. And then coming across,
because you look over here, the turret can look very not complicated, clustered right now.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is a picture of it.
Yep.
Whereas if we could, it doesn't look very clustered here. It looks neat and tidy once it's all painted up. But in the grayscale, it's looking very clustered.
But I like too there, if you didn't want the Tech Marine on top, kind of like what I've done with my Honor During crawlers, you can have the guy on the pintle mount, or you just have the hatch closed and the pintle mount sitting there. Rules wise, exactly the same.
Yep. If it's there, it's there. And then here we go to the end, putting our Tech Marine together.
Yep. So
you got the handles on their own if you want to do that. Just sit it on its own.
Oh, that's cool, yeah. So if you don't want to have the Tech Marine on there, they actually give you a set of handles because the hand's built into the handles, so that's pretty cool.
Tech Marine's good. 4 parts, or 5 if you include the head. Body onto body.
Yep.
Stick him in. He goes down this time, unlike what I'm finding with a lot of the Imperial Guardsmen.
Where they just sit in there.
Through the turret,
yeah.
and they stick underneath.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy, you've actually got the ability now to wait till last, paint him up, then put him in. Whereas with the IG, you've got to put him up, then close the turret off. So now you're trying to paint a guy in a turret. So that's a nice change. That's going to makes me want to put him in there now.
Yeah.
Because I can do a good job on it.
Yeah, because he's got his own little turret ring that he sits on there. So looking buff though.
And then here's the ammo bins we were talking about. Different types of ammo bins and other embellishments and anti-fire retardants in there and stuff.
Yeah, and again, all totally optional extras if you wish to do so.
And then our repulsor base.
Yes.
And then,
which is pretty cool in itself because that means if you leave it like that, you can paint it all.
Yes.
And then put it on the base like you can make your own base, obviously. Put that on top and then put the repulsor on top, and it's like a flyer. So you don't want to be painting it with the plastic there. So.
And then we got our stats. So this is the interesting part. So this is what we were talking about. All right. Just in case you didn't know, a repulsor is a single model. I think
it's got enough guns to be multiple models, but it's a single model.
But you just listen to it. Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, Twin Heavy Bolter, an Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, Icarus Iron Hail Heavy Stubber, 2 Crackstorm Grenade Launchers, 2 Bolters, and an Auto Launcher. That's it for its base loadout. Then you can actually change it for an Onslaught Gatling Cannon, for Las Talons, for Storm Pods, Grag Storms, Heavy Launchers, Twin Las Cannons. It's disgusting. But here's the new rules. So it's got Hover Tank, which we discussed. You do it from the vehicle itself, not from the base, because obviously most vehicles don't have a base. It goes from hull to hull, but this one does. Yeah. But you still treat it with the hover.
Yeah, exactly. And that rules, I've got a lot on my Tau vehicles as well, being hover tanks as well.
Repulsor Field, that's that -2 we were talking about.
Yep.
Power of the Machine Spirit, we all know that one.
Yep.
Auto Launchers. This is replacing the smoke launchers. It does the exact thing. Instead of shooting any weapons in the shooting phase, this model can use auto launchers until your next shooting phase. Your opponent must subtract 1. So, very much the same as smoke launchers, just fancy new name. Yep. And our typical explode. And here we go.
Yep. So, sorry, go through that one.
So, this model can transport 10 Chapter Primaris infantry models. Each Mark 10 Gravis model takes up the space of 2 other models. It cannot transport jump pack models. So, that part's nothing new.
So no interceptors into the things. Excuse me. Interesting to note, guys. The model is a dedicated transport, right? So any unit can fulfill the requirements to take this. However, as rules as written at the moment, until it's fact, this model can only transport Primaris infantry. You cannot take standard infantry in this vehicle.
Or Hellblasters.
No, Hellblasters are Primaris infantry. Yeah, no, they're Primaris infantry.
Okay.
So, however, if you want to take tactical Marines, you're going to need to bring your old transports.
Yeah.
Which in itself is good because it doesn't phase out the Rhinos, it doesn't phase out the Razorbacks or the drop pods. So this gives you the option to transport your Primaris Marines, but it also does not invalidate the other current transports at the moment.
Yes, which is good.
But yeah, so it's got the transport, fly, and repulsor rules.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously
all your different languages.
All your different languages and everything.
German, everything's funnier in German. I think it's Dutch even.
Apologies,
no, that's German.
Apologies to our German viewers for that comment.
Sturm Gatling Haon. Say hello, and it sounds like the angriest thing in the world.
And then so coming across, you've got your painting guide. And just to give you an idea how to paint it in the Ultramarines and everything like that. So, chapter dependent will be how you paint this one up. And then obviously transfer sheet. And
once again, really big.
Yeah, huge. So.
And then we got the Warthog.
That picture is really, really cool, actually.
It is amazing.
So, but yeah.
That's actually the one from the Codex, ladies and gents.
Yeah. So guys, as I said, thank you very much for joining us for this little unboxing. If you have a suggested loadout for the Repulsor, let us know and we'll give it a run. And just really throw in the comments of what your plans are for this vehicle, because we're excited to use it. And we're really just keen to know how you guys are going to be using it and how you're building your Primaris forces, because they're very, very popular at the moment. And we just really love to hear from you guys and just to see how and give us some ideas about how to build a nice, balanced Primaris army.
Keep an eye out for the upcoming vids. We're going to do some different stuff. So Chase will be coming to you to drop a segment on the Black Templars in the new Codex.
Yep.
I'll hopefully be bringing my Redemptor Dreadnought and my built and painted Repulsor along for the Ultramarines one.
Yep.
And we'll do a bit of one-on-one with you guys, and we'll go through those individual parts of the Codex, while we also do a group one on the actual Codex itself.
Definitely. And look, guys, like always, if you can like, comment, subscribe, it'll help us out a ton. Let your friends know about the video, and share it around if you could, because the more exposure that we get, the more feedback that we get from the videos, the better our videos become.
Well, thanks to these guys, we stopped playing with dice when doing videos now.
Well, that's true. So
and we don't hold products upside down, do we, Dan? No, we don't.
Yeah, so, but guys, thanks very much. And look, as I said, if you can like, comment, subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you feel the need to do so, and it would help us a lot if you could jump on our Patreon page and have a look. Videos like this aren't possible without our awesome patrons. So, But yeah, guys, thanks very much, and yeah, we'll catch you for the next one.